Maybe they did, but there was one person who was wandering around lost on the first floor. Then the fire was pretty much out and to investigate the first floor. And you did that alone? Yes.
Hold it!
So you're in the room next to Mr. Cochin's office? And he told you I was there and I was examining... Ah, fuck! Wherein you proceeded to arrest her. But you're totally innocent, pal. I thought we had already cleared that up. I have to agree, right now is not the time to take issue. No, you too, Mr. Edgeworth. But what I do take issue with is the fact that you didn't see the Atagarasu in Conchina. I was in the next room, I was able to.
Objection!
Nope. This piece of evidence proves that there is a flaw in my fucking brain. There's many flaws with a skyscraper. You were unable to catch even a glimpse despite being in the next room? Didn't you find that the slightest bit odd? I really hate to repeat myself. I'm sorry for inconveniencing you. However, I simply wish to make sure that you're not misremembering something. So when one should be accused of lying later on, here's me. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, you can't see this testimony alive. Agent Lan, I'm talking with Agent Sheena. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't interrupt us with superfluous comments. I understand his pain at watching one of his subordinates being accused. However, I cannot turn my eyes from the truth. And why is that? Is this where the comes into play?
Objection!
Nope. Like I said, I feel like my two brain cells more like. No. Like I said, contradiction of my two brain cells.
Hold it!
Are you throwing Kay's words into doubt again? Actually, she came here with a goal of capturing the fake Yakuza. Hey, Sesame, is that flaw but has to be yours? Let's just say I find your testimony to be a bit suspicious. There seems to be a very large flaw in her testimony. This may prove to the Yatagarasu that Kay was in pursuit of, and that it really does lead to respect Agent Sheena. What is it that she's keeping from us? I don't know.
Objection!
Nope.
Objection!
There we go. Being in the room next to Mr. Kojin's office is the problem you're testing me.
Not so fast!
Mr. Prosecutor, I don't see what problem you're talking about at all. Agent Lang, do you recall the secret we discovered about the Alabastian office fireplace? Huh? Oh, you mean how it connects the office with the room next door? What about it? Well, Alabast isn't the only country with secret connecting fireplaces. What? The fireplace in Mr. Kojin's office holds the exact same secret. The Yatagarasu didn't escape through the door to the room or a window. The escape route was the raising fireplace wall. Now, do you see? The Yatagarasu had escaped into the next room and the theater ran straight into Agent Sheena. Meaning that it's impossible for her to have missed the Yatagarasu. What is University? Well, would you care to explain, Agent Sheena? How you managed to completely miss the fleeing Yatagarasu? Or shall I? Your claim that you were in the next room was a lie all along, wasn't it? The truth is, you were the one case on the coat, pretending to be Yatagarasu, and you were the one she chased after. You tried to lose her, you ran into Mr. Kojin's office and headed for a fireplace. Then you said your coat in the next room, leaving it there to merge with Agent Sheena. After that, you came back around to place K under arrest. Does that sound about right? If not, then speak now or forever hold your peace. How dare you make K look like the bad guy when you're the suspicious one, pal? Sheena? That laughter again. Yes, that laugh. I remember CCTV. Getting chills on my spine. Sheena, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? Funny, you say? Yep. The tone of voice you're taking with me now has suddenly changed. For an agent of Interpol to show me the true power of her mind, it is a great honor. I know, and that is why I won't put anything back into the answer to your question. Okay. Elena's testimony?
Take that!
Yes, according to Ambassador Pelena's testimony. He said that he was burning some documents in the fireplace, Mr. Kojin. The ashes of what they burned were left in the fireplace, so they should have been there. However, when we went to investigate the room, the ashes weren't there.
Objection!
Unfortunately for you, Ambassador, Polino said that he forgot to. And so the question remains, why were the ashes missing? The answer is simple. When the Atagrasu went through the fireplace wall, the ashes were pushed into the next room by the wall as well. In the movement of the ashes, that's when Mr. Koshin's office came through. And just what is so funny? In that case, let's see your counter argument. Well, to me, we simply continue from where we left off all these years ago. Sheena, please, show me you're someone I can trust. I'm truly sorry, Agent Lang, but I simply cannot just allow her to escape me. Very well then, Agent Sheena, shall we begin? No. Alexa. Alexa. Lamp on.
Objection!
Nope. First on each one first then.
Hold it!
It sounds to me like you're saying my explanation is not good enough. But I was able to go rid of the revolving door myself. So that should be proof enough even for you, pal. Talk about rude. You should watch what you say, pal. Sadly, I can't say I disagree on that one.
Hold it!
So you want to prove that the Atagrashi was the one who used the fireplace?
Hold it!
Okay, please not say one line. But then first we have to move. And we have to do this if we can watch. He wasn't like using everything and more.
Hold it!
Possible that the Atagrashi left fingerprints inside the fireplace. Shouldn't have been parent. The Atagrashi would have been so careless. Must be some sort of evidence that we have to find.
Hold it!
So Interpol has finished examining the entire Babalese embassy.
Objection!
You don't need to apologize, Sheena. It's your boss who mistakes and my mistakes. So allow me to apologize for you. He apologizes for the subordinate and everything. What a great boss. Are you saying that I didn't do anything for my insubordinate? No, nothing of the sort, sir. There's someone I really respect, sir, even if you are a bit too strict sometimes. That is only a problem on your... Am I really too strict on everyone?
Hold it!
So you really didn't find me? Yes, as I said, not one suspicious thing. Agent Lang really sticks up for his people. Yes, because we all know there's always one black sheep in any family. And it pains me, Agent Lang. You will know the black sheep in your family. The wire. Because I was found in the clock.
Objection!
Well, you say that you and your agents have finished your thorough investigation. Are you absolutely certain that you didn't overlook anything? Well, unreasonable ourselves today, studying and sermons. Better be insinuating that my men are incompetent, Mr. Prosecutor. I'd never do that. However, it doesn't change the fact that they did overlook something. I'd like you to take a look at this length of wire. Length of wire? So what about it? I'll tell you what. Found this in the Barbalese embassy not too long ago. What? We found it wound up inside the grandfather clock in Mr. Coachman's office. You found out at the scene of Mr. Coachman's murder? But this wire wasn't all. Not one of the important things. There's more in Mr. Coachman's office. There were signs that someone had burned counterfeit bills there. No.
Objection!
I'm sorry, but I seem to have given you the wrong impression. I don't recall saying that I was presenting evidence of any sort, but rather I was pointing out that your investigation was incomplete, and that this throws doubt on the purity of the investigation for Yatsurashu. I don't recall anything from the kind of agency. And is it not possible that the reason the person came was chasing through the first floor, so that person knew of the agents on that floor? Furthermore, come to see that Agent Sheena was only pretending to be investigating the Yatsurashu to the point of arresting Kay. The case is an invitation and has yet to inspect it.
Take that!
Okay, I'll go check it out right now. No, not save.
Take that!
No.
Take that! Take that!
The location Agent Sheena is, of course, the room you claimed, for example. I believe the next Mr. Coachman's office accounts for inspection. Even if you do that, I doubt you'll find anything useful. I'll be the one to decide that. Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir, I'm on it. I'll be right back after I check out that room next to the office. Yes, if my logic is sound, then you see. If Detective Gumshoe can find what I'm hoping you'll find. And just what are you hoping you'll find? Let's just say this. I had Detective Gumshoe do a little experiment with me earlier. Wasn't that meant to be taxing? I need the same escape route as the Yatsurashu. First, that it's possible for a person to fit through the revolving door. The second, not by going through that. This code was cut in ash and Barbalese ink. I believe that was actually quite a meaningful result, and the value of which I'm about to prove. Miss Erdra, found some things you need to see, sir. Oh, so what are these things that you found? Some makeup, a coat, and a pair of shoes, sir. Yes, the possibility does exist. Agent Sheena, are these pieces of evidence not from that room when you examined it? Ah. Thank you for bringing them to me.
Hold it!
No. These items that the detective brought back are incredibly smooth. I request that we be allowed to examine them. They're my personal belongings, so you have no right to touch them.
Objection!
I wish to examine them for the sake of the investigation. If you wish to deny access to them, Agent Long, let's hear your opinion on this. I say let him look at your stuff. Sheena, let's play around here. You're very innocent and you have nothing to worry about, right? Good, now let's just begin. Makeup. I believe I'll examine her makeup. What is this? Looks like a very thin pink. I've found something with a lot of weird powder inside. She seems to be completely absorbed in her study of cosmetics. The coat? Yes, sir. It appears you managed to stain your coat rather badly, Agent Sheena. The autograph you that Kay saw was wearing a coat, and I'm beginning to wonder if this stain wasn't created when you went through the fireplace. What about this dark substance on the hem of your coat? Yeah, don't lie to us, pal. This is the same coat when I went through the fireplace. You did a great job, Detective Gumshoe. This coat, this is exactly the piece of evidence I was searching for. I had been hoping to find a coat and the person Kay saw was wearing, and thanks to you, proof that going through the fireplace was still your coat. All that remains is for us to show what the dark substance in that coat hem is.
Take that!
Babbly's ink? Yes. This is what will prove that the coat. This is what will prove that the coat went through the fireplace. According to Ambassador Polano, he burned some files in the fireplace this morning. My point is that he spilled some ink onto the back wall of the fireplace at that time. The dark substance on this coat turns out to be Babbly's ink. To prove that you and this coat went through the revolving fireplace wall. Sorry if I clicked on one of your wings, what can I do? Oh, but I do. I intend to show that it is in 2 seconds. How, you ask? Well, since you didn't seem to know, allow me to show you. Friend account. Yes, are you going to prove that's probably ink? Yes. If you can please go to the section of the dark stained area for me, I'd appreciate it. I will show you here and now what the dark substance is. Sheena, so you knew this from how to cut off and be your coat. Now, if someone could lend me a light or something, and if I could please have one K, we can get this experiment underway. Same colour as the flame's wet crystal oil produces, which means Babbly's ink is a product of wet crystal. And when lit, the ink produces a green flame. I believe the time has come to collect the Yatagarasu's other wing. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, you're not serious, are you? Do I look like the joking type too? You're the defense attorney that killed Mr. Faraday and then tried to frame me.
Objection!
The raven is a very unique bird, and that flies by the darkness and night. However, the light of dawn has arrived and causes the only true ugly form of the world.
Take that!
This perfume, this will prove useful to you. Kay has preserved it perfectly for us. Surely you remember this bottle? And this belongs to Miss Yu just before she disappeared 7 years ago. We can clear everything up if we would compare the things on these to your own. Now come, Agent Sheena, will you submit yourself for a fingerprint test? Gee, one crazy motherfucker. List of you. Sheena, yo. Man, I really enjoy this together. Didn't seem so nice and fast. Idiot of a man. So you a spy all along? No, somebody smuggling me I've been chasing after. Somebody has been feeding them intel in the police all this time. Callisto, you, and this time you won't escape, and this is the end of the road. Now come along quietly. You're a Keigo right now, pal. Why it has 3 legs? There are 3 main reasons why the Yatagarasu will always be 1 step ahead. First, Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. Second, Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security. No, it can't be. The real identity of the Yatagarasu is neither person. A single person known as Great Thief Yatagarasu never existed. Yatagarasu is known to have 3 special skills. Skill number 1. Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. And a lawyer would have the opportunity to learn the layout of client corporations. Skill number 2. Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. And a good prosecutor would be well versed in the ways of a criminal. And skill number 3, Yatagarasu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence behind, ever. Detective Bat. It's only natural for the Yatagarasu to never leave evidence behind. Because lead detective on the case hid all away. You're the 3rd member of the Yatagarasu. You? been looking for you for a long time. 7 long years, but I finally got you. Why, Mr. Bad? Long time no see. Yeah. Stop. You! Silver Sheena. Agent Clan. You idiot! What were you thinking jumping in front of my gun like that? What are you risking your life for? I'm sorry, Detective Bad, but no matter what sort of past she may have had, or even if she is a spy, it doesn't change the fact that she is my subordinate. As long as she is, there can no any harm to come to her, not even from you. That's fine to me. You should know by now, it's just how I am. Sis. Oh, when you conduct a full body search, Sheena might have another way. Alright, Detective Humphrey, left that far. Sir! I have found something. What is this, sir? It looks like the blade of a knife, but it doesn't have a handle. This is a great find, Detective. It is, sir? Just try to hang up this blade with this handle.
Take that!
I believe this blade actually belongs in the handle that was a murder weapon. You use the fireplace to move that, and then you bring it back to accuse of murder. Does that
Objection!
Problems? You can tell that it's not really a secret anymore because they use objection as opposed to the mute one, which they did back when she was registered as Sheena. And the person who stole the Alcatraz key was Mr. Faraday. You! Some 7 years ago, was a catalyst behind it. In the eyes of the smuggling ring, the Alcatraz was becoming a bit of a problem. Wasn't an especially pleasant assignment. And then why? Why did you become a member of the Alcatraz? Why? There is no why. I was destined to betray one of the very beginning. From the beginning? What does that supposed to mean? Does it mean that leader of the smuggling ring wasn't Mr. Cochin? And the real ringleader was still out there pulling the strings? You've done asking what you mean no, because if so, we should probably get going. You're going to tell me everything you did tonight. Do you understand, Sheena? And why did you do that? That was what the smuggling ring was trying to do. Then why start two fights? Mr. Prosecutor? Yes, Agent Lang? Mark my words, I'm not done and I'll be back. It's got nothing to do with duty or anything. But this has become my personal case. May have been shot, but I'll show you just how dangerous a wounded wolf can be. His anger appears to have negated the sensation of pain in his injured leg. Find you, okay? I understand. I'll take good care of it. Bit of sun stuck in my face. I guess it's that time already, huh? Hey, Bobs, thanks a bunch. You've really done a lot for everyone all these years. Detective Bad, don't tell me today is the day. Yeah, it is. It is. I can retire in peace. Down to the wire, and we almost didn't make it. But we did it. We solved everything. And that's just it. We haven't solved everything yet. We need another smuggling ring. You, Yadagrasu, was chasing us, though. Legend of Yadagrasu is now over. Mr. Edgeworth, a bit of logic earlier. It was brilliant. I feel like I can leave it all in your hands. Counting on you. As I said to you earlier, Kay, truly sorry. I wanted nothing but a peaceful life for you. Hey, don't take it so serious. It's not just one big joke, right? Unfortunately, it isn't. Oh, come on, sir. She's just yanking on my chain, and she and Mr. Edgeworth. Detective Bad? Wait, no, you're no longer a detective. Mr. Bad, I'd like to ask you about the other question. Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, maybe I should give these back to you. The pages from my KG8 case file and the autographs you stole from my office. Wait, what? Mr. Edgeworth, must apologize for last night. So the autographs who stole into my room was you, was it? Wait, then that means what? Tell me it's not true. That's the only thing for me to believe, sir. It's true, even if it's not something you want to hear. Mr. Manu's conglomerate. We call ourselves the Yadagrasu and flex our collective muscle. We expose all sorts of shady dealings as a warning to the business world as a whole. By doing that, we were able to stop the higher ups from covering things up. And then it was finally time. We had finally arrived at the moment when we'd find out the ringleader's true identity. As then yeah. The Faraday's death looked in her past. That's when I found out that she was a phony, victim of the KGA incident, CCU. She never had a sister. What? And that means... Sheena wasn't the only fake name she used. Callisto U was also another pseudonym. In the very beginning, that one was a spy sent by the smuggling ring. Anyway, let's return to the real topic at hand. Mr. Edgeworth, this trump card that we stuck onto this page of the case file, please use it wisely. That photo that we stuck on there, try peeling it off. It's the mark of the Yadagrasu, but why? This is a directives card from the big boss. Take a look at the back. This was something Cochin had on him at the time of the KGA incident 10 years ago. That blood is from the victim of the incident, Miss CCU. But why? Damn it, hiccups. Why is the card adorned with the mark of the Yadagrasu? So, you mean the cards were written in Babalese ink? The fact that the card that Cochin was sent made it in a Faraday's hand at all. It's nothing short of a miracle. We decided that whenever we stole anything, we would send a card along with it to the police. So that's what these white cards are. The great thief now used the mark. Only those within the ring would know. One more thing, Detective Gumshoe. Entrusting this to you. What is this, sir? This is what I was talking about earlier. In the KGA incident trial, Faraday had this in his possession. It's an important definitive piece of evidence. I thought it was stolen. How do you have it? The person who stole it from us 10 years ago was a man by the name of Ernest Amano. He had it locked and hidden away for all this time. But we forced him to tell us where it was finally after the other day's kidnapping case. This video. Don't come any closer, I'm warning you! This is the same video as the one Mr. Portsman was trying to conceal from me. Yeah, it would seem that even he was caught in the ring's web. Amano was preparing to take on the boss someday. And the video was his insurance. And that card was not the calling card of the Yachtgrass, but rather a directives card from the ringleader to Mr. Portsman. The two pieces together make for a strong weapon to whoever holds them. The evidence Mr. Portsman fought to withhold from me, and the one which you stole from my office last night. Both pieces are illegal. For me to use either one is, whether you use them or not, is up to you. But they will be of help to you when you take on someone who is above the law. The last one knows who cannot be brought into court, Mr. Faraday spoke of. In Detective Bad, there is no limit to the law, but it is the people who determine the limits to them. To insist that, even now, you may know something else. Leave the rest in your hands. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, the handcuffs. Time to lock up the last remaining member of the Yatagarasu. Bobs. Don't ever lose your detective spirit. Bob, what is happening? This isn't justice. Like I always told you, do not get emotionally involved. Let's go. Yes, sir. Is this really the end of the legend? Bites me. Piaccio Militaris, lobby. So now we know who the Yatagarasu really was, and yet there remains much of this case that needs to be resolved. Smuggling them in, We'll need to open a new line of investigation, just this aspect alone. But before we go, I'd like to give my evidence once more. Hey, there's a VCR here, sir. Now I can see what's on that tape Detective Bad gave us. Yeah, use makeup. It's gone. Ha 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 ha. These evidence from the KGA in the site for 10 years. Just knew that this is related to the case somehow. Detective Gumshoe, if you could please play the tape for us. This man, this money coat. Apartment building, how do you figure that? So this footage was shot at the entrance to the victim's own apartment building. At the trial, Mr. Faraday claimed that this piece of footage existed. However, no one could find it. Let's see how this would be definitive piece on my channel. But it's a piece of evidence from a 10-year-old case. There's no way it's related to this case we're working on now, sir. Actually, I believe it's under editing. Ringleader is meant to pass to use Mr. Port's nutrition. Which means that in this video lies very inconvenient for footage for Ringleader. Wait, what was that? Huh? I bet you played just now. Please show it to me again. This car. This is something we cannot overlook. Why is that, sir? Look here, Detective Gumshoe.
Take that!
No.
Take that! Take that!
This is the national flag of the Principality of Cadopia. Because there's a national flag on it, we know this to be an official government car. The question we should be asking ourselves is, what was a government car doing there? Ah, Miss Von Calm and Mr. Edgeworth, so you were here this whole time. Ambassador Alma? Thank you very much for continuing the investigation, even at this time of night. If only I was even a tiny bit more careful. This tragedy would never have happened. I'm truly sorry. This wasn't your fault, sir. This had nothing to do with us. You idiot Quirkers! You couldn't chase after a simple thief. Now then, let's get down to the real reason why I came looking for the two of you. I would like you to put the investigation on hold for a while. Can you do that? I heard you've apprehended the thief and turned this embassy upside down. In the middle of an event celebrating our country's reconciliation. We can't exactly have the police and detectives walking around here forever. We're scaring the visitors away, so I hope that you can understand how I feel. Must finish our investigation without the remaining issue. Why don't we leave the rest of our Bastion and Barbalese, please? Miss Von Karma, I'm afraid I've made up my mind. Without my permission, you can't proceed with the investigation anyway, right? As he said at the very beginning, this area can be considered to be our Bastion soil. In which case, we're nothing but foreigners in their land. It's really our investigation. Shameful, we found Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Agent Lang, you're back on the scene rather quickly. If I laid back and took a breathe, if I laid back and took a break, I'd lose a son of my friends, prosecutor. Agent Lang, why have you returned? Because I have to solve this case no matter what. I'm sorry to inform you. Don't take this wrong way, don't suspect you personally. However, a member of Interpol was just found to be a thief. So, under these circumstances, I wish to put your investigation on hold. Go on, believe our own police can handle things in care. They are quite capable. In this rate, our investigation really will be. Ambassador Alba, I get it now, really do. Oh, I'm very glad you understand how I feel. No, not now. I was talking about is... I know who the killer is behind tonight's murder. You... No. Do you really mean that, Agent Lang? What's a lie? Then who is it? Let me first say that I'm not talking about Mr. Koshin's murder. That was Oshina. Lang Zi says the truth lies not at the exit revolver shines outside the maze itself. The truth is unexpectedly simple, so let me ask you this. Who do you think was Damask 2's killer? I'll tell you who. It was you, Franziska von Karma. Franziska, if you have permission to whip him to death if you wish. Yeah. Oh no, that whip is actually quite... Ow! Agent Lang, are you seriously accusing her of murder? Yeah, I am. He doesn't appear to be joking. Hey sis, I remember that just before Ambassador Albert when he gave his speech. He caught you in his office, right? Yes, he did. What does that have to do with anything? Getting that, furthermore, in order to solve both cases, you knew that I'm rather free between Albast and the Bard, did you not?
Objection!
And where is your evidence? We're just getting that. Trust me. I'll show you in due time. Ambassador Albert, in order for me to bring this case to a close, I need to inspect your office one more time. Will you grant me permission? Weird things are the I suppose I don't have much of a choice, do I? Good, then let's move on. Now don't you think about running away, sis. My back will be keeping a close eye on you. You can bet your bum down. She seems rather upset. I'm not to blame her. Expected that you accept no less. We'll see how long you can be there. Those of you are stuck up in the engine.
Hold it!
Agent Lang? As someone related to tonight's case, I request that you allow me to take part, and so that I may clean up my superior's mess. Guess I should. The more the merrier, especially when it's the peanut gallery. You look gay and you got a mean too, pal. As a detective, I don't believe this is something you're supposed to be excited about. Sounds like this is gonna get real interesting. Ambassador Albert, I'll be bringing these kids along with her. Very well. But I'd like you to keep in mind that this will be your last chance. I'll have this all mess cleaned up before you know it. So let's go. This case, no matter how I look at it. Sis, it wasn't you. There's no one else who could have
Objection!
Agent Lang, do you understand the full implications of what you were saying? Of course I do, sis. And I'm serious. You want the trail of the smuggling thing? You wanted any evidence you could find. So while people were distracted by Yadagrassu's appearance, you snuck in there. That's when you two ran into each other. Other thief took advantage of
Objection!
fire. Don't worry, I'm nice judge. I'll cover my neck too. Get permission to investigate both embassies at will. That kind of thing can easily take weapons across country lines. Hey now. Look, sis, I already told you, I'm not messing around. This case isn't directly tied to smuggling. Sheena suddenly is tied to smuggling. It's right in saying that she's a member of the smuggling ring. However, the connection between this case and the ring could not be deeper than what any of us can imagine. Francesca, you need to calm down. But you only know the facts of the Alabastian side of the case. I don't believe you can see the case as a whole and their whole service. But don't worry, I'm taking this seriously as well. I will prove you in this case. That's the only way of being, Mr. Prosecutor. But can you come up with anything else I can top my hypothesis? Of course, the explanations to solve the mystery of moving weapons as well. Let us now delve into the truth behind the murder of Master Truth. You don't understand, don't you, Miles? Yeah. As long as I have no good counter-argument to his hypothesis, the best thing to do is walk his thin time road, so what can we do? Come on, Mr. Prosecutor, let's get started. Yes, let's. One of Alabast's knives was used in Babal to murder Mr. Kochi. The murder weapon in the killing of Damascus II is Babal's primitive stash. Somehow these two objects were able to penetrate the two countries impenetrable to secure. The only one who could traverse the two countries just before and after the crimes was you. So as long as I can't explain how the weapons moved about, Francisco will remain a suspect. You got it, Mr. Prosecutor, so why don't you stop giving me all the time? In these circumstances, you can carry a weapon across country lines. Not for every possibility, but there's only one that's plausible. Your boss. Agent Lang, what I've learned from you just now is that you've lost sight of yourself. What are you talking about? By focusing too intently on that which is in front of us, become blind to the truth. Don't tell me Long Z never said anything to that effect. You prosecutor, you think you are speaking about Long Z's proverbs like that? I don't need his proverbs, because my words are all you will need to see the truth.
Hold it!
I concur that this knife crossed over the country lines. Good, but that's not the only thing I did. You mustn't forget about the other weapon. The knife was the only one. The murder weapon killing Damascus II is Babal's.
Hold it!
So you're saying that the conduct statue was also brought over by Francisco? Like I told you before, that's the only way it makes sense.
Hold it!
And how exactly did you bring it over? I haven't figured out. That's rather a weak statement, considering how sure you are. Maybe. There's one thing I do know for sure. Somehow these two objects were able to penetrate.
Hold it!
Impenetrable? I should hardly think so. You've seen the top of the wall between the two countries, right? Who in the world could cross over? The only way any sees from the door in the Atrium Neutralis. So the only way for a knife and the Primidoc statue to traverse the two countries is through those security cameras and equipped, well-guarded doors.
Hold it!
Was Francisca really the only person to have travelled between two countries? According to the guards at both doors, she's the only one to go back and forth. Cisna was in Alabast when the Alagrassian showed. And then just before you guys found Mr. Cochin's body, she ended the bar. I think we can assume that's when she brought the knife to the bar. And how do you explain the primitive statue? I haven't quite figured that out yet. However, the fact that the two weapons crossed the border proves that the kill must have also travelled across the country. The only things across the border are the primitive statue and the knife. Should hardly think that there's only 2 items at Agent Clan. What would it be?
Objection!
Nope. You smack her on the head with some hot dogs. Here. Bonk.
Objection!
Nope. The picture.
Objection!
Nope.
Objection!
Nope. Didn't think that they would come out the normal story moves in it.
Objection!
Oh.
Objection!
Agent Clan, those 2 items not the only 2 to cross the border tonight. Oh. The mask 2 was killed with Babal's Primadox statue, yes? If that's the case, then tell me, where did Alabast's Primadox statue go? To Babal. Precisely. And every 2 statues really were switched. And this means that both statues were smuggled across the border at some point. If so, you know what? That's really true. Was there anyone else who traveled between the 2 countries? that really so, Agent Long? Well, now's your time to try and bluff your way out of this. If that what the guard said, along with no security cameras footage, they're gonna return our
Objection!
But suppose there was another way other than through the theatre doors? Well, that's what. The Ring Security managed to cross the border unharmed. Fine then. Let's see this piece of evidence that will show me this other route.
Take that!
Agent Lang, I'm sure you are familiar with this unforgettable photo. That supernatural photo, like I said before. Humans can't fly. No, of course not. I understand that perfectly well. And don't start claiming that Sheena somehow grew wings either. I wouldn't dream of claiming that. I won't allow you to take back what you've said. Say it again, it's not humanly possible to fly through the air without wings. What if it's an apparatus? Is there a good explanation for this, Mr. Prosecutor? How can a frequent cause of fusion in this photo? It's not humanly possible. Very well, you will have your explanation. Sounds like you have a good idea simmering inside that head of yours. Let's hear it. The face within this photo's blurry trailed shadow is...
Take that!
Nope.
Take that!
Nope.
Take that!
Naturally, the shadow is the third smuggled object. The primitive statue replica. It can be seen. The Atagasu, a rather Callisto you dressed as Agent Sheena, was inside the bowl. She dressed the replica statue up in clothes. It's the prosecutor. You left out a very crucial thing in your explanation. I know I did. She launched it through the air. And how exactly did she do that? He is literally bearing his fangs at me. But he has a point. How exactly did it move through the air like that? As long as this remains unsolved, you won't be able to move any closer to the truth. So, just before the murder, Francesco was called here right into his living room. That's the case, and that may be another avenue I can pursue. Agent Lang, in order for me to answer that question, I will need to hear testimony from Miss Von Karma. Oh? What are you up to now, pretty boy? Earlier, you mentioned something of interest. You said that just before the murder occurred, Miss Von Karma had been in this room because Ambassador Alba had called for her. And for that reason alone, you believe her to be the killer. Yeah, I guess I did say something like that. In that case, I believe it is my duty to ask her what her side of the story is. Really think a criminal terrorist on this street. I don't. However, I can't ignore the fact that you're in this room at 1.5. So I would like to hear about it from you. Franziska, I feel like I still don't have enough information. Which is why your testimony is incredibly important to the outcome in this case. Alright, so what would you like to do? I'd like you to please testify to your movements of nuclear teaming to me. Alright, let's try this your way for a change. But if what she has to say turns out to be a waste of time, I'll place her under arrest faster than you can howl no. As you wish. Franziska, I want us to make this clear from the very beginning. So what I wish to confirm is that the only time span in which you were in this office was before the murder occurred. Is this correct? I see. For now, the only way that I can see for us to break out of this situation is to ask Franziska about her testimony in more detail.
Hold it!
I thought your duty was to fact-find anything you could about the smuggling ring. Yes, that was my job, but upon hearing that the other Grasso had sent their calling card to the embassy, Ambassador Albert called upon us to protect the embassy instead. Nothing related to that case when involved in appears to be rather painful for her. Not exactly one I can readily forget myself. Of course I do.
Hold it!
So you are in the theatre as well? Yes, I suppose you were also there as well, watching that speech? Well, yes. So Franziska.
Hold it!
Why do you need to confirm the degree of preparation for the speech? For security's sake, of course, what could you verify that? No one knew just how much the other girls were planned. Oh. Yes, I suppose you're right. Calm down, Franziska. I'm still nervous and good over the fact that you couldn't figure it out herself.
Hold it!
At that time, the masked crew's body had yet to be found in this room. Is that correct? That's right. But Ambassador Aldo was here. One could hardly miss his rather large presence. Criminal will say anything to get out and get arrested. How do we know you're not lying? Well, if you need proof, I'd be happy to help. Seriously? Like I keep telling you, when I arrived at this office, Ambassador Aldo was already here. I can attest to that. I remember speaking with a lovely lady around that time here in my office. Alright then, add that statement to your testimony, and let's hear some details.
Objection!
Nope. For the sake of being thorough, I'd like to ask you something. How did you know that Ambassador Alva reporting his plans to bring yourself? I suppose. Yes, the plants in this room, they're all like my children. Miss Von Karma, what did you say just now? The fact you said 4 flowers. I not understand. I do not understand why a certain thing is the way it is. I'd like for you to append that statement to your testimony.
Objection!
Franziska, for some odd reason, your testimony contradicts with this piece of evidence. It does appear that way. I knew we couldn't trust your words, sis. Yes, sir. If you keep this up, she's gonna get taken away soon. At the very least, this is a contradiction in an enigmatic case. I find it hard to dismiss as well. It's here, Mr. Prosecutor. I'm looking on the flowers of the doing anything. He's a fool. The timing. I believe the answer to that will become clear if you were to examine the flowers. What did this contradiction come about? There's something behind this discrepancy. They're my beloved flowers. I've grown them with the utmost care. I ask that you please be gentle with them and examine them, Miss Edgeworth. I understand. I think there's some time inspectors. This bunch of soy looks as though it has had something removed from it. What are you doing, Mr. Prosecutor? Why'd you climb up all of a sudden? So here, waiting for an explanation, you know. Did you know, Agent Lang, flowers are best appreciated in silence? Seems like 2 things were pulled out of this flower box. I suppose I'll need to use some evidence to shut him up, won't I?
Take that!
Not yet, there's something or 2 left to examine. Anyway, refuse my...
Take that!
No.
Take that! Take that! Take that!
Oh, nah.
Take that!
Sheena, who was supposedly in the bar the entire time, had these hair sticks on her that look exactly like the plant supports in this flower box. Of course it is, to me, that we found yet another item that was smuggled between places tonight. think about it logically, Agent Long. These sticks were originally in Albert, but somehow they wound up in Sheena's hands, using the ball as a knife. Make no mistake, these sticks were smuggled somehow, just like the knifing statue. Very well then. I want to hear from you exactly how they wound up in the bar. How did new support sticks find their way to the bar and why? There must be some reasons why they ended up there.
Eureka! Eureka!
No.
Eureka!
Rocket.
Eureka!
That's a crossbow. Wait, you're not really suggesting. I am. These hair sticks allow clan support sticks to make for perfect arrows. Philip, I found the confirm that connected cross. This doesn't appear to be completely intact. The arrows, how does this explain how the statue was transported?
Knuckle fast!
Mr. Prosecutor, hold up a second. You do realize what happens when you tie a statue to an arrow, right? You don't fly at all. The Primidoc statues didn't sprout wings. Of course they didn't. Certainly crucial because you're under the belief that wings are necessary to this equation. Yeah, the wire. Wait, what the fuck? Ah, it's because I'd... What? The Primidoc statue flew, but not on a wing. Allow me a bit of your time and I'll explain this mysterious phenomenon to you.
Hold it!
Well, that incredible scene just happened to have been caught on film, resulting in this photo. And what an incredible scene it was. Yes, I know what you mean. I've seen those sorts of photos many times before. There have been times when these photos have turned out to be totally true. If you'd ever stood in a court of law, you'd know that it's entirely plausible. You really believe the stuff you're spewing right now? The court certainly is a strange place if what you say is true. There really is something all about that photo, no matter how you look at it.
Hold it!
But we are in agreement that an arrow by itself reaches no side effect. But just the arrow by itself is being used. Don't you be misunderstood? Because the thing they wanted to smuggle were a lot bigger than nothing. No, that's not necessarily true. What? What I need right now is not further discussion of my conclusions, it's the launching of my conclusions. What the shooter wanted to launch the crossbow was not the statue themselves. The wire.
Objection!
Finally we have reached this point in our discussion. I present to you that which was carried by the arrow from the crossbow. I get it now, Mr. Prosecutor. I can see exactly what you're trying to say. You're saying the arrow was tied to an arrow and shot in Mr. Coachman's office. All the way from the 5th floor of the Alabastion Embassy. Down to the 3rd floor of the Babalese Embassy. Yes, this is really what happened. I can see how Alabastion from the statue being moved. Yeah, I think I finally see how to do it. Agent Lang, the motion used in this trick. I wonder if perhaps you have yet to envision how it works in the head. Motion? What motion? This is the motion that was employed to smuggle the Bahal's primitive. Swinging. Wait, no, that'd be rotating. If it was swinging, it'd probably break. I believe it was done via rotary.
Not so fast!
Simultaneously, get real. Statues would.
Objection!
Did I ever say that there was only one line of wire between two opposites? If you shot in that, because if you use the swinging motion, it would end up crashing into the wall and smashing it. Long as he says, don't object and call it success where it's beyond music. Taking into account the tension difference between the two wires, the top one would sag too much to claim that statues would collide anyway.
Objection!
Agent Lang, as you know, the conduct statues are one of a kind natural trees. The fact that the Baal statue is a hollow replica of the real statue can naturally be lighter than the real one, meaning that my idea is very possible. As long as he says. Here's what I believe happened. Miss Yu and her mistress, the co-conspirators, set themselves up in two different groups. The co-conspirator bridged the rooms by shooting the two ends of the wire down one arrow. No. Do you suppose they've tried to Agent Lang? Not yet, sis. I still haven't had my dessert yet. Right, Mr. Prosecutor. The proof is in the pudding, as it were. Pudding is a nice dessert. I agree that as long as there is no proof, my hypothesis remains sustained. However, what I have laid out is no mere hypothesis, for there is one more piece of evidence. The thing that made it possible to create a circular belt out of a length of wire, I believe that is right in the same room.
Take that!
The fan.
Take that!
Do you have something else to Prosecutor? You figured it out already, haven't you? You know the big odd shot of soap this real life stage show is, don't you? The person who set up this rather large and complex stage show seems to be someone who had full knowledge of the existence of seeing found in both the Alabastion and Babbley's offices. And then the passion flower support sticks we use as arrows. Here's a piece of evidence that will point us to who the mysterious mastermind is.
Take that!
This smuggling could not have been possible without the use of the crossbow. Furthermore, the arrows that were shot by the crossbow were plucked, as it were, from the flower box in the same room. They were planted so long ago that the passion fruits had time to grow so big. But Miss Von Karma didn't even notice the arrows when she visited the room today. On top of all this, the fact that the culprit knew that both officers had seen friends, was just that the person very detailed information on the embassy's layout. So, as you may have already guessed, the person I am accusing of hatching this plan is the person who grew the flowers in the flower box with the utmost care. Thus, it can only be you, Quercus Alba. Are you out of your mind, Marcus? I'm certain of what I'm saying, and I'm sure that he's the culprit. Tell me, Mr. Prosecutor, what was the ambassador trying to accomplish by doing all that stuff you just outlined? Why in the world would you need to use a trick like that? I understand your need to doubt me. However, there's one thing that stands out to me very well. Just one thing, huh? the one single end result, and that's all the sort of thing.
Take that!
Can't say I'm too keen on them penalised, but they love it.
Not so fast!
It would appear that I was mistaken.
Take that! Not so fast!
You wait to talk to me, woman.
Take that!
No.
Take that!
No.
Take that!
No.
Take that!
No.
Take that!
I would fully understand the reasoning had the situation been reversed. However, to get rid of trouble of swapping the real Primodox statue for the fake, this is a very shady reason for such bizarre action. You better ask for that reason than King Primodox himself. I see. Ambassador will be examining that statue now, with or without your permission. These are Mr. Cochin's fingerprints. The fact that they're on here suggests that this statue once belonged to the bar. I'm seriously beginning to think that's where you go in my aim is the prosecutor and anything particularly on that sort, right? No, not really. I suppose we could examine different areas. Alright, here goes. I'm leaving more thorough examination of it is required. Hey, this is what I think it is. It's a plate for making counterfeit bills. Somehow it appears that we've at long last arrived at the exit to this complex labyrinth. We finally held within our hands one of the counterfeit money plates. The Primadox statue can only be handled by the ambassador of the Secretariat. There's nothing more than a hollow shell turning gold. These two circumstances make the statue the ideal object in which to hide contraband. Receiving the statue containing the counterfeit plate from Sheena, the ambassador had the misfortune of accidentally running into the map 2. Fired by the thief, the ambassador raised the replica statue at map 2. And then, in order to frame the still samurai of the murder, he covered the still samurai in the sword's the samurai sword in blood. Well, ambassador? You're the leader of the smuggling ring. The country's a mess. And so because of you? I never thought that you would figure things out to this level. However, there is one point I disagree with you on. The head of the smuggling ring was... Quit screwing around. I have no sympathy for someone who would try to pass a guilt on a dead man. There's one thing I'm sure of, it's that you're the real ringleader, Quercus Alba. It's not good to speak with such subjectivity, you know, Agent Lang. Subjectivity? My conclusions is anything but, and is a result of logic and investigation. Logic and investigation? Only seconds ago you ready to arrest Miss Von Karma. Don't think we can give such flip-floppy logic any real weight, do you? Looks like you still don't get why I came back. Excuse me? You see, the reason I came back? So I could see my thanks and you've been cleared. From the very beginning of your target's renewed. What? Agent Lang, I demand an explanation. Sorry sis, didn't mean to put you through all that. You understood from the very beginning. And knew that this whole incident had been meticulously planned and prepared for. Naturally, the oxygen in the room and Ambassador Alba seemed the most suspicious. Without the Ambassador's permission, he couldn't get him taking a look around. Ah, so that's why you put on this big show to accuse Francesca of the murder. Even Francesca's debate, you were able to gain us entry and investigate the right. Yeah, if I hadn't done that, I doubt Ambassador would have given you a clear program. So that's what all this was about? Very well, I will believe you. But the next scene should be using everything. Agent Lang for giving me such great opening. Oh, thanks. No, I just knew, Mr. Prosecutor. Sorry if you were able to find some truth by investigating this room. That you'll be able to figure out the real culprit and your special friend logic. The evidence detectives collect. What? Don't know about all that. I do know damage and see how man God's corner. Oh, you're quite scared when you want to be, aren't you? Hey, you were the one who was planning to use me to push all your guilt and resist. Unfortunately for you, you misjudged me. Agent Lang, I wish for you to stop trying to intimidate me. What we need right now is evidence and proof. And if you have what is necessary to prove that I am the head of the smuggling ring... Dignity! That is nothing more than a fool's insincere display of strength. You really wish for me to acknowledge my crimes? I would like to first see some of this thing you call evidence. I tell you, I knew nothing, really. I didn't even know that the counterfeit plate was hidden inside that statue. You sought to reveal a statue that vested in your country and your authority to rule. That vested in your country the authority to rule by. It doesn't make any sense that you didn't know it. It doesn't make sense. Where doesn't it make sense? Can you prove that it doesn't make sense? The proof that Interpolis has been after, which points to the ringleader, and somehow find that proof now, we can see to it not just as a funny story. But Cardi's evidence from the case of Mr. Faraday is remained secret. The tape was found by Detective Bad from the police. Every legal evidence, no matter what. Detective law can't be allowed to use such a piece of evidence. Say, non-comers are commanded to achieve nothing but victory. And by any means necessary. The only way to bring someone like that to justice was to do so outside the courts. I no longer follow the path of man for long karma. I'm going to follow the path of the outgrass. This leaves me with what? What creed will I believe? I want to pursue the truth, and I will sully my hands in legality. If I want to pursue justice, I will lose the truth. What is the law and what is justice? And which path of the prosecutor's way to follow? There is no limit to the law. No limit that exists was set there by man. No person goes beyond that limit, and the limit in the law too, what is into new territory. Ambassador Alba, I wonder if you might recognize this. Oh, I wonder what that card is. Never seen that before in my life. It's a directives card used by the leader of the ring to relay instructions to subordinates. Oh, is that what it is? This card was sent to the real culprit behind this KG-8 incident 10 years ago. A man by the name of Mr. Mike Coach. Oh, so why do you have such a card in your possession? Because it was hand-delivered to me by a certain great thief, the Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu gave that to you? Don't talk nonsense, and let's be serious, Mr. Edgeworth. Do you have any proof that the card contains directions from the ringleader? What? This contains security buttons that were shot just before the start of KG-8. Very interesting. Must admit I'm very curious now. Very curious indeed in these case-deciding pieces of evidence you've presented. The train and Yatagarasu who has been chasing all this time now stands before me.
Take that!
As you can see, Mr. Coachman is holding the card in his right hand. If you have no objections, I'd like for you to take a look in this next piece of footage. This card I passed by in front of the victim's apartment building is an official Cadopian government card. Detective Gumshoe, if you please magnify the footage.
Take that! Take that! Take that! Take that! Take that! Take that!
The shape of this pocket and the directive's card in it tells us how without a doubt this person in this card is Mr. Coach. You've done well, boy, to make it this far. However, about your claim that I was riding the cart at the time, that's going to be mighty difficult to prove. How so? The Principality of Cadopia no longer exists. So naturally, all the records from that time period also no longer exist. That's what he really means is he's already used it. Are we finished here, boy? The only weapon I have left to me now is this piece of footage. There must be something here that can be used against him.
Take that!